5 is my fourth. So first day you drink 5, second day you drink 5. How much is that? 10. 10. Yeah. So then third day drink 2.
Jennifer, is this
And then
comfortable?
last day drink 20.
Yes, is it comfortable?
Yes.
The other student told me it was broken, so I will speak.
How about player number 2?
It's swinging. Maybe because of the because of the what they call it, the ball. Yeah, can you please place it in so you can balance? No, not you, but you can go.
With one switch, you need 12.
I know it's not gonna bounce. It's not gonna bounce.
Just take the other one out.
Oh, she get a divider.
I was wondering how this works.
What the?
It's like a little Pac-Man motion on the bottom.
Oh, there's just a format.
All right. Let's do the game. Put the
It's a CD.
earbuds. Sydney.
I got you.
All right.
Told you.
Now, let's look at this question. So we have these people, maybe they drink the water in the same taste, okay? So the first one, he drinks a total of 20 liters of water over 4 days. So in 4 days, how many liters does he drink? 20 liters. Now, how many days will it take Joe to consume? Consume means to drink, okay? 35 liters of water. Come on, just 2 people. The first one. Do you know what to do, Renard? Yes? Because you are laughing. At least you need to be respectful because his answer was right. At least he knows. All right. Okay, how much is it? Huh? How much? Don't waste my time. Come on. Pay attention, guys. So, what information do we have? In this problem, we're talking about liters and days. So we have 2 information. Now, some of you, and this is from my old experience, some students, they don't know what to do if it's more than one operation. So this is basically the easiest way to do it. I would say, I look at my question and I say, well, what am I doing? What am I talking about? What and what? We're talking about liters, right? And we're talking about what else? Days. So I'm going to place liters and days, okay? Then I'm going to say blank is equal. Blank is equal to blank. I'm going to place the given information. How many information am I giving? How many numbers do I have there? 3. The 4th one is missing. I need to know how to place each one of these numbers on the right place. Now, let's go to the first person. How much water does he drink? So will I place 20 liters with liters or with days? With liters, okay? So that's 20. And how many days? Where do I place 4? Under. Is that clear? Now, let's go to the other information. What do I have here? 35 what? Do I place it with liters or with days? With liters. How many days is that? Do I know? No. Whenever we call this proportion, when this fraction is equal to this fraction, we call they are proportional. Okay? How do we solve this? Do you remember? Cross multiplication. When you have this fraction is equal to this fraction, you do cross multiplication. This is what I'm going to do. What's 20 times x? 21. What's 35 times 4? Okay? Now what do we do? You divide by how much? Divide by 20, isolate the variable. So x is 7 days. Now, this is one way. Did you like this way or it's hard? We can do it in a different way. We can say, well, I know the first guy drinks 20 liters in 4 days. Now, in 1 day, how many liters does he drink? We always find how much he drinks by the unit rate. We call the unit rate, something per day, per 1 unit. Now, I know he drinks 20 liters in 4 days. So, Elias, how much water does he drink in 1 day? What do I do? Like 4 days, he drinks 20. So in each day, how much does he drink? 5 and 5 and 5 and 5, right? So 5 liters a day. What did I do?
You find them.
So I would say, huh?
You were talking about 5.
Okay, I would say 20 divided by 4, that's what? 5 liters a day. Or I can say 4 times wet is 20, right? I want to see how many liters does he drink in 4 days. So I would say, well, 4 days times how much each day in order to get to drink 20 liters. How much is that? 5. So that's 5 per day. And now, if he drinks 35 liters, how many days is that? What do we do? What do we do? I know. Per day, he drinks 5 liters. So if he drank 35 liters, how many days is that? 5 times what is 35? That's 7. So you either way, you can use this in 2 steps, or you can do cross multiplication. You can make a proportion. The most important in proportion, you need to label. Which one to which one? What are we talking about? Then when you place the information, you have to place them on the right place. Liters for days. Okay? Any question? Now I want you to do the second one. It's pretty similar. So Esther baked 24 cookies with 2 scoops of flour. How many scoops of flour does she need in order to bake 36 cookies? Now, what information do I have here? What and what? Cookies and what? And scoops. So I can label, before I start solving, I would say scoops over cookies, or cookies over scoops. Doesn't matter. Then what do? Blank equals blank. Now I would like for you to place the information on the first and second blank and see which one is missing. Why don't you have a whiteboard, Marco? Go get one, come on. Or write on a piece of paper. You can't just sit there and do nothing. You can see? Okay. You can see. Are you sure? You can see from this angle that you can see that it's close. All right. Now, Marta, what did you place for the first fraction? First of all, let's identify our information. Now we have what? 24 cookies in how many scoops? So where do I put? 24 up or down?
Down.
Down. Cookies with cookies, right? So 24. How many scoops? 2. Where do I put it? Here, here, where? This one goes with this one. Okay? Now, what other information do I have, Blessing?
36.
36 what?
Cookies.
Do I place it with scoops or with cookies?
Cookies.
Cookies. What do I put for scoops? I don't know it. In math, when you don't know something, what do you put for it? X. Now we have a proportion. How do we solve? Cross multiplication. So you go here. 24 times x is what? 24x equals. What's 2 times 36? 2. What do I do now? Divide. I have multiplication. And do multiplication when we divide by 24 to make x 1x. 24. So x is how much? 3 what? What do I label 3? Scoops. Because the scoops was missing. See, scoop with scoop. Any question? Now take your factory from yesterday. I told you it's a homework. Take it out, please. I want to see it. Let's finish this class.
I will consider
Yeah, man. Mierda.
Is it 1.5, 1.9 of you? Look at this one. How many questions did we do yesterday? We're almost finished, right? We have just the last 2.
We're on like the.
Beginning of page
Number 7.
Yeah, we finished the first problem.
Now show me your answers. Let me check your answers. You didn't do it?
No.
Was that homework or not?
No.
So why didn't you do it? You didn't have time? You asked and you didn't do it?
I don't know. You said that yesterday? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I said yesterday, this is your homework.
What was the original?
See, seriously, like, you have to do it by your own. You have to practice how to do it. Not the point to come to class and depend on me doing this for you. Your brain should work, okay? If you spend 20 minutes a day at home doing those, I assure you, you will get at least 80%, at least. But if you depend on somebody else doing this for you without training your brain, it's hard. Okay? Now, let's go over this one. So the first one, we need to solve an equation. Now, what's my first step? What do I do? Jose, sorry. What do I do first? What do I do to solve an equation?
4 plus 4.
Good. So I need to isolate this variable. So get rid of everything on the same side of the variable. Starting with the further one. So minus 4. So I will do plus 4 plus 4. Both sides. Those cancel out. What do I have there? 2d is equal. What's negative 6 plus 4? With your calculator, that's negative 2. Now, what do we do next? I have 2 times e. How do I undo times? Divide by 2. Divide by 2. Those cancel out. E is equal to what? 1. Okay. Any question? Next one. How do I start? Natalie?
Subtract 5.
Do you agree with Natalie? We need to subtract 5 first? Yeah, because I need to isolate this variable. So I'm going to subtract 5. 3a here. With the calculator, 2 minus 5 is -3. Christina, what do I need to do now?
What? Oh, divide.
By how much?
3.
Good. So A is how much, Louise?
-1.
Okay. So this is basically how we solve equations. Two-step equations, because here we added, then we divided. Now, listen to the next section. Tell whether the given number is a solution of each equation. What do I mean a solution? Gustavo. What do I mean? This, what do I need to do? Savannah and Amanda, you need to focus. Today is the test, okay? What do I need to do, Gustavo?
Solve it.
How? How to solve? How to start?
Put that to where the N is.
Put 2 where N is. Do you agree with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. That's what I'm gonna do. All right? So -6 equals 8 minus 7 times 2. Do I subtract first or do I multiply first, Elias? Good. So, can I do anything on the left side of the equation? No, it's just a single digit, so I'm not gonna play with it. I'm gonna simplify the other side. So that's 8 minus 14. What's 8 minus 14? Is -6 equal to -6?
Yeah.
So is this, when n is 2, is this a solution for this equation? Yes, that's the solution. Okay? Now you do the next one.
I just wrote 3.
But yeah.
Right? The number is -5, so the variable is -5. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Melissa, how do I start? Good. I'm going to substitute -5 for B. Okay? So that's 3. Wait, what's going on between 3 and B? Multiply by how much? -5 minus 8. Is this equal to 13? I'm going to figure this out. What's 3 times -5? -15, then what? Minus 8. With the calculator, how much is that? -23. Is that equal to 13?
No.
No. So is this number a solution to this equation? Marco, what do I do now? Do you know what to do? Okay, what do I do?
3.
Good. I put 3 for C, right? So it's going to be 7 times 3 minus 5 or plus -5, doesn't matter. Right? Because minus the number is the same as adding the opposite of the number. Now we multiply first, 21 plus -5. How much is that?
16.
Is 16 equal to 26? No. So is this a solution?
No.
Next questions. What are you giving? Are you giving 1 number or 2?
2.
What do we call these numbers in parentheses? What do we call them? Order, pair. Order. What do we call them? Order, pair. Which one comes first? X, just like the alphabetical order. X, then what? Then what? If you're giving 2 numbers, you're going to substitute for how many variables? 2. So Y for Y and X for X, right? So Y is how much? 2 times how much X is? times negative 3. Negative 6 plus 5, how much is that? Is that equal to 5? So is this order pair a solution to this equation?
Nope.
Now we do the next one. Y equals negative 8x, and you have negative 2 and negative 16.
Wait, wait, on the side. Can you say number?
No or false doesn't matter,
Okay.
but you have to solve. You can do this? Yes or no? No?
Oh, I did it. Fuck.
Yeah, I know. I understood what you said.
What?
All right. So is it yes or no? False or true? No? Okay, let's try it. So this is x and this is y. I'm gonna replace y with negative 16 and replace 8 with negative 2. This side I can't do anything about it because it's a single digit. So I'm gonna simplify this. Negative 8 times negative 2 is 16 equal to negative 16? No. So this is not a solution. Okay? This order pair is not a solution for my equation. Okay? Any questions? So we have this one. We need to create a table, draw the table, and graph it and write an equation. Let's look at the information. They said Zach sells donuts for 30 cents each. Okay? Now, everybody, put the pencils down, pay attention to me. Pay attention. Now, what information am I having? I have what's 30 cent means. Call.
That is X for each one.
That's the money for each donut, right? So I'm going to say, let's say X is the number of what? Of donuts. All the time, Y is what? Y is money. That's why it's so important. We start Y equals. When we write the equation, we start with Y, because money is important, right? So we start with it. Now, this is how I label my table. If Zach sells one donut, how much money does he get? 30 cents, right? If he sells 2, how much money? If he sells 3, if he sells 0 donuts, how much money? Okay, so those are my order pairs. 0, 0, 1, 30, 0.30. Zero, 1, 0.30. 2, how much? 3 points is enough. Look how I place those order pairs on my graph. Do I start from negative numbers? Can he sell negative donuts?
No.
So where do I start from? 0, 0. Okay? You can go with a different scale for X and Y. So I'm going to label X 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to go with Y, I'm going to go by 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, because they have a different scale, and I can fit all of them in, okay? So I'm going to go with a different scale. I would say 0.10, 0.20, 0.30, 0.40, 50, 60, oh, we have 90, 70, 80, 90, right? So if he sells 1, how much money is that? 30. 1 and 30, so this is going to be the point. This is the first one. 1 and 30. If he sells 2, how much money is that? 60. If he sells a 3, how much money is that? 90. Now what do we do next? We connect those points. Okay? We connect them. You have to be accurate. This point should go through that's right. Okay? Any question about how to graph it? Was this hard to graph it? Yes? Hard? Could you see it from there? I asked you to move. I don't know what's wrong. Why don't you just come here? So this is a problem. You can't see it. You don't want to move. Now, you can write the equation. How do we start writing the equation? What do we start usually? What's the most important thing? The donuts or the money? And the money represents X or Y? So you go Y equals. Money is always Y. How much does he sell each donut? 30. And this money depends on what? What does his money depend on? How many donuts he sells? Do I know in general how many donuts he sells?
No.
So what do I place for it? Yeah. Okay? Now let's go to the last one. The table shows the distance in terms of hours Jerry and Michelle have traveled on the way to visit their family. They take turns driving for 12 hours. What distance will they travel in that time? Now, this is the table. I'm going to use the information in this table to help me figure this out. So on my table, what information am I given? Number of hours and miles. Do you remember how we started the warm-up? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say hours and miles, or miles and hours. Okay? And I'm going to do blank equals blank. I can take the information from where? From the table. Now, in 1 hour, how many miles does he travel? Do they travel? So where do I put 1? Where do I put 67? 67 on the bottom, miles with miles, and hours with hours. Now, what do I have also? What other information? Well, where do I put it? For hours or for miles? What do I put for miles? All right, now what do we do when we have a proportion? Cross multiplication. So I do this. 1 times x is 1x or x. 67 times 12 is how much? 804. And what do I label this? Hours or miles? Any question? All right. Now I'm going to pass these out quickly for the rest of the time. Hopefully you can do it and you can finish it.
What was it? 27? Oh, I thought we got on the one.
I love your thing. You know what that means? Just like mine, I have one. Yeah, sure. You need a calculator, guys. If you don't have one, let me know. Do more. Okay, Brandon, put this away. And start the class. What are you want me to finish?
Yeah, it doesn't, oh, it doesn't. Like, how I like it.
No, fine. Okay, this parenthesis is tell you have a number outside, not just a negative. You have a number. What do you do? You have an outside number. What do you do with this outside or this parenthesis? just need some information.
Oh, I'm going on to like salt. No.
If your equation is open, you don't need to
Oh,
solve, just write open.
I didn't.
You solve it, it's not open, and you need to tell me if it's true or false.
Okay. Show anything that's doing this thing.
We still have,
I know.
we still have 10 minutes.
Wait, what?
We still have 10 minutes.
We did on 27.
Yeah.
And it's already almost 20.
So 18. So we have 9 minutes now. We still have 9 minutes. That's 7 minutes long. 5 minutes.
I thought you said you were at 27. Yeah, I did out 5 minutes early.
You can do that.
No, but like, I do 5 minutes early.